Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fate cover video, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and this time I'll be covering the noble phantasm Caliburn. The Sword of Selection, or otherwise known as the Sword in the Stone. Now the first thing you all need to know about the sword is that it's not actually a sword meant for battle, but rather a ceremonial one meant to select a king worthy enough to rule. The sword itself even has the following markings engraved upon it: whosoever pulleth out this sword of this stone is rightwise king of all England, engraved in a golden inscription on its hilt. Unlike Excalibur, Caliburn is not as potent in combat. Swords of kings often serve more as symbols of authority than weapons of war, relegating them to decorative status. Despite its inferiority as a weapon, Caliburn held a special place in Arthur's heart, even after it was broken in battle due to Arthur's deviation from chivalrous conduct. While the loss of Caliburn to Morgan Le Fay was damaging to Artoria, it was a necessary thing to happen for her to obtain Excalibur, a more potent divine construct tied to the world's defense. Although Caliburn is lost and can never exist again, it should be noted that in Fate Root Shirou is able to project it via the memory dream sequences that he sees of Saber. However, due to having no real experience with projection, the weapon mostly uses the stored memories of Saber, wielding it to attack and defend while merely pulling Shirou along. Despite being weaker than Excalibur, it is still a very strong sword capable of cutting through God Hand. Once used by Saber and Shirou at the same time, they are able to smash through Berserker's axe sword, slash into his body, and release an attack of light similar to Excalibur from the inside that kills him 7 times with a single attack. Caliburn's origins are intertwined with ancient legends of swords such as Gram and Merodach. Gram, known as the Sword of Supremacy in the Tree from Northern Europe, shares similarities with Caliburn, with the latter serving as a model for the former. Merodach, on the other hand, represents the original concept of swords of selection in various lands, and the sacred right to choose a king. If Caliburn were to face these legendary swords, it would likely falter due to being a newer incarnation. That's about all there is to know about in terms of lore and history, so let's move on to the weapon statistics. The weapon itself is ranked at a solid B, but conditionally it's an A+. Its attack ranges from large island level plus to small country level when overloaded. Its power is dependent on the strength of its wielder, as seen when it was able to cut into Berserker's body and slice through God Hand, with Artoria and Shirou as the wielders. This level of destructive capability places it in the upper echelons of noble phantasms, comparable to Siegfried's A+-ranked noble phantasm. When the blade is overloaded, Caliburn reaches the speed of light, showcasing its immense swiftness and agility in battle. Caliburn exhibits durability at the large island level plus, capable of withstanding the force behind its swings. However, it is important to note that a release of power on Excalibur's level could likely destroy Caliburn due to its inferior durability. In its standard form, Caliburn has an extended melee range. However, when overloaded, it can extend its range to kilometers, giving its wielder a significant advantage in combat. Despite the sword's impressive capabilities, Caliburn is not as durable as Excalibur. Releasing its full power can also lead to its destruction, highlighting a vulnerability in its usage. Now, a quick last-minute thing that I need to mention is that it's crucial to distinguish between Caliburn and Excalibur. Caliburn is the sword in the stone, symbolizing the rightful king of England, while Excalibur is the sword bestowed by the Lady of the Lake, representing a divine construct created by the world for defense. Excalibur operates on a whole other level compared to Caliburn, being beyond human logic and comprehension. While Shirou can project Caliburn due to its conceivable nature, projecting Excalibur is beyond human capabilities due to its divine origin and construction.